Mark Cuban is in the news once again, this time regarding the Bud Light situation, or as he puts it, and this article puts it, the Bud Light disaster. Here's an article from Outkick. It says, Mark Cuban claims going woke is good business in aftermath of Bud Light disaster. Shocking that Mark Cuban would say going woke is good business. Let's check out what this article is all about. Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban believes going woke isn't a bad thing at all, even though it's losing Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch tens of millions, or billions, sorry, not with a B. Not with an M, with a B, tens of billions of dollars, possibly even hundreds of billions as we go into the future. Who knows how long this Bud Light boycott is going to last. But in fact, Cuban believes going woke might be a great business decision. Of course, shocking, he would say that. Over the past few months, American consumers have watched as Bud Light and Target have been slammed for making questionable decisions. None are more infamous than the Bud Light deciding to team up with Dylan Mulvaney. The beer brand under Anheuser-Busch's umbrella has seen falls off a cliff, and there's no end in sight. Turns out teaming up with Mulvaney was not good business, but overall, Cuban seems to think the idea of going woke has limited downside. Mark Cuban says going woke is good for business. First, in a dip, market cap is meaningless. You have to realize that there aren't many individual owners of stocks. Almost all ownership is via funds, and trading is quantitative, so it's not like the drop is because tens of thousands of individual holders sold their stocks. Cuban thought, well, I mean, that is true. But let's be real, man. This is a countrywide boycott. This isn't even a boycott anymore. It's straight up an exodus from the Bud Light brand. Like, nobody is going to buy Bud Light anymore. Nobody's going to be seen drinking Bud Light in public anymore. This is beyond a boycott at this point. Like, it's not even just a boycott. At first, it definitely did start as a boycott. Now the brand has been ruined. Like, the brand is just done. Like, saying that this is good for business is so it just outs you completely. It's a total mask off moment that you are literally a show for the establishment. Like that's just truly what's going on here. There's no other explanation, because Mark Cuban is obviously a smart businessman. You don't get to where he is without being a smart businessman. It is what it is. He's not stupid enough to truly believe that this wasn't bad for Bud Light's business. He's not that stupid. There's no possible way. Every single big businessman out there who is not a show for the establishment, think about people like Patrick Bet-David, have come out and said that this is absolutely disastrous. This is truly disastrous for the Bud Light brand, and even for Anheuser-Busch as a whole, but mostly Bud Light. Like, this has completely destroyed the Bud Light brand, and there's no getting around it. Like, there's no way that you can possibly say it's not. And of course, but Mark Cuban, like I said, he's a show for the establishment. He's a bot. This article from Fox News says Bud Light demand has plummeted completely since Dylan Mulvaney controversy, bartending company founder says. Katarina Tucker, founder of Barnastics Mobile Bartending, says consumers no longer want to support Bud Light. Shocker. People are not buying Bud Light. Like, I don't care what Mark Cuban says, this was disastrous for the company, for the brand of Bud Light. Like, they have to completely rebrand. There's no chance that this thing recovers. There's absolutely zero chance. This is beyond a boycott. People have left the Bud Light brand, that it's tarnished forever. The branding of Bud Light has nothing to do with the actual beer. It's the branding of Bud Light has forever been tarnished, and nobody will ever go back. I truly believe that most people, 90% of people out there who have not bought Bud Light in the last few months, will never go back to Bud Light, because why would you? There's nothing there like that's truly drawing you back. It's not like the beer tastes great. It's not like there's anything special about the formula of Bud Light. Like, there's nothing drawing you back. It's so easy to just not drink it. It's just so easy. Why would you ever go back to Bud Light? Demand for Bud Light has plummeted since the brand became embroiled in controversy over a promo with transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney, according to the founder of a mobile bartending company. There's been a significant shift in consumer preferences. Katarina Tucker, the founder of Barnastics, told Fox News Digital, Bud Light, once a popular option, is no longer capturing the attention or enthusiasm of event organizers and attendees. Since the promo was first released in April, the brand has faced harsh backlash from consumers. Some stores have been forced to give away the beer for free, and Bud Light has bought back expired beers from wholesalers, according to the Wall Street Journal. Dude, this is just, it's so embarrassing. Every single day we get more news talking about how horrible this Bud Light boycott has been. Like I said, it's evolved past a boycott at this point. The brand is forever, it's finished. Like, the job is honestly done. Like, we can't let up. We can't stop talking about it. We can't just start buying Bud Light again. But at this point, dude, the damage has been done to the point where the Bud Light brand is completely ruined. Like, it's no longer associated with a popular beer brand whenever you see that Bud Light logo. Nobody associates that with the world's most popular beer brand anymore, or at least the country's most popular beer brand. It's now associated with Dylan Mulvaney, controversy, boycotts, and gay beer. Demand for Bud Light has plummeted completely. No one wants it at their event anymore, Tucker said. There are a couple clients that have expressed to me their feelings behind it, and it's no longer popular. I think that's going to be the sentiment countrywide very soon. I think, most people are going to realize, most companies out there, most corporations, and anybody who has anything to do with the beer industry is going to realize that it's not worth carrying Bud Light. Bud Light's losing shelf space in stores. Like, it's just, everybody's realizing, not even people just involved in the beer industry or in the alcohol industry, it's also people who run grocery stores are just starting to realize it's not worth carrying this Bud Light beer because nobody's buying it. You're taking up shelf space, you're losing us money, and the beer is just expiring on our shelves. Like, nobody's buying this stuff. We also have this article from Outkick. It says Target gaining on Bud Light, now down a staggering $15 billion. So not only is Bud Light really, really struggling, people are losing interest, as bartending company owners are saying. Grocery stores are taking it off their shelves. They're losing permanent shelf space, Bud Light is, but also Target is really hurting from the backlash of their whole Pride Month incident that I've made a few videos on. If you haven't seen that, go check those out. But Target is doing things that is honestly way worse than Bud Light ever did. But it's a lot harder to get Target down. It's a lot harder to boycott Target than it is with Bud Light. Because like I said, there's nothing drawing people back to Bud Light. Like, there's no strong draw to Bud Light. It's just simply a mediocre beer brand that somehow did a really good job at branding themselves, for the last 10 or so years. And now they completely destroyed it overnight. And the brand is completely gone with nothing to draw people back. There's no, it's not a very strong product at all. It's just simply mediocre beer that people drank because it was just there. And now people don't like the brand anymore, so they're not going to drink the beer anymore. The brand of Bud Light is completely ruined.